Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, our website, or my social media. Reach out to me directly, tmosso at thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the Nomos Glashutte Metro Neomatik 39 Silvercut. A nice, sensibly sized watch with an enormous name, the juxtaposition of the two making this an intriguing piece before we even get into the unique styling elements, proving that Teutonic style does indeed crack a smile. This timepiece is 38.5 millimeters in diameter, though it is named 39. It also measures a wonderfully svelte 8.6 millimeters thick with a 45 millimeter lug-to-lug dimension, and as I measure it, a 19 millimeter width strap. The timepiece on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist wears a little bit like an ultra thin, as it's quite close coupled, and you can see that in spite of the fact that it is an automatic. So you can wear this watch underneath the cuff quite easily. It can be a dress watch if you wish. It's also sporty enough to be your all-arounder and sports watch for casual times. I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 13 centimeters in circumference, and it is very comfortable. Now you can see, let's take a look at the hardware and the software. Nomos gives you a simple counterweighted buckle, but intriguingly, Nomos does not equip every watch with the same buckle, and this particular model has been selected for the wire-style lug of the Metro, so everything is designed to be symmetrical and coordinated. There is a lovely shell cordovan from Horween of Chicago, and it is a poreless horse leather strap, so ultra slick like polo boots, and that was the idea. Roland Schwertner, who's the founder of the company, is not a watchmaker, but the one design element he insisted upon was the specification of these leather straps. Now you can see the wire style lugs. They're not actual wire lugs, so you can use a conventional spring bar, and you can see that there is a pull tab for the spring bar. It is a handsome look and gives the watch a little bit of a vintage vibe. Everything is of high polish and seamless. You can see there's a seamless junction of the lugs to the case, and then there is no separate bezel structure. It's part of the case, giving it a monoblock appearance as viewed from the top. You can also see that there's a symmetry between the width of the bezel and the width of the wire-style lugs, as well as the width of the crown itself, so everything is designed in sync to work as a visual system. Nomos known for its design, as well as its work with savant designers within and without the company. Now you can see this is the Silvercut dial. So you have this horizontal set of strakes deeply grooved into the metal of the dial and then anodized to give it that luminous silver tone. The crystal itself has wonderful loft and camber, almost like a plexiglass, giving it a little bit of off-axis distortion. The hands at center are a hybrid baton and needle, and you can see the needle-like extensions making them look almost like polished syringe hands. The numerals for the minutes are radially arrayed, and you can see that there are a few well-chosen dabs of red on this dial. Now there is a sunken sub-register for constant seconds, and the watch does feature a hacking or stop seconds function. Note the multiple rows of knurling on the crown, which is itself an article of high-end industrial design. And then you have a manufacturer caliber. This is the Deutsche Uhrenwerk 3001, 27 joules, bidirectional automatic winding. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and it has a 43-hour power reserve. It also has the stop seconds function, but perhaps what makes it most remarkable is how proprietary it is. Even many companies building their own movements do not build balances, hairsprings, or escapements. Nomos builds all of the above, and thus when you see a Nomos in-house caliber named after a Greek letter, that's an in-house movement, but when it has a DUW, Deutsche Uhrenwerk, then it is in-house with the swing system, which is their assortment, the balance, the hairspring, and the escapement. You can also see it's regulated using Edicron, and thus it can be regulated very precisely. There's also a full balance bridge, which improves the rigidity of the movement plate, but also better braces the balance staff against shock. The watch is 50 meters water resistant, which Nomos identifies as sufficient for showering, but on a leather strap, you're probably going to want to avoid water altogether. This is a great all-arounder and a handsome way to get your graduate into a fine watch for summer 2020. Email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.